Shalom, shalom. Welcome to another video. The name of this one, Europe is ready to go to war without the US. Again, Europe is ready to go to war without the US, right? And as we see right now, things are boiling up over there in Europe, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Russia, Ukraine, and now Poland is, boosting up their military, talking about they're gonna pretty much hire or recruit all military age men, right? This is exactly what's going on in Europe because pretty much they're saying that if the US don't want to defend them, they have to make sure that they're ready to defend themselves and that they're ready to defend Ukraine. That's where they are right now. But anyway, before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakakodash, a double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and all the elders of Great Men Stone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the elect who's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. To you, I say Shalom. I wanted to get into just a quick video from TikTok that I crossed over today, which gave me the idea to do this.
Breaking news if you are a man in Poland. You're gonna want to hear this because the Polish Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, just announced that plans are now being made to prepare large-scale military training for every adult male in Poland. Shit's getting real, he said we will try and have a model ready by the end of this year, so that every adult male in Poland is trained in the event of war. He said that Poland needs an army of at least 500,000, including reserves, and they're currently at 200,000. So they are trying to more than double their army. Oh, and don't think that you're safe. The rest of Europe, because today also, all 27 EU member countries approved a Rearm Europe program. That will see an increase of defense spending by 800 billion. You might as well make it a nice flat.
So there we have it, man. Europe is pretty much preparing to go to war with Russia because they're claiming that they're not going to sit back and let Russia pretty much beat Ukraine, right? They say that they're not going to sit back and let Russia beat Ukraine, right? And as we just saw in that video, Poland is pretty much getting ready to start training all military age men, right? And if Europe goes to war with Russia, it's not going to be just any war. This is going to be World War III, and they're preparing to do this without the war, which is America, modern day Babylon, right? And if you can actually go back into the precept and see Revelation playing out because it says that the beast shall hate the whore, which the beast would be NATO and the EU. And we know Trump, DJ Trump, is backing out of NATO, right? And he's dealing with Europe like they're a stepchild. And Europe is like, yo, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man? Are you crazy? Like the reason why we're standing here is reason why you're even standing there is because we went to war with you all over the Middle East. Every time you went to war, we were there with you. And now we want to defend Ukraine and you're backing out. You're putting stipulations on the defense that we need for Ukraine. So the beasts, NATO and the EU, they're gonna definitely hate the whore, right? But this is not their doing, right? When you go back into Proverbs, I think Proverbs 21:1. Let me grab that. Actually, let me do it this way. Proverbs 21:1. Let me grab that. That's like a go-to scripture, man. It says Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it wheresoever he will. So this stirring up of the European Union, Russia, Ukraine, NATO, DJ Trump, this has to happen because this is ordered by Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, right? This has to happen. This is prophecy and it has to be fulfilled, right? But anyway, without any delay, let me jump into the some precepts, but before we like to use these precepts, right? We like to use these precepts to show you people what's going on in the world, right? to link what's going on with the world with these precepts, to show you that these precepts, this Bible, is a live document, man. Right? Now, this is Joel 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Now, the Gentiles that it's speaking about here is you heathen nation, right? It says prepare war. So he's telling you heathen nations to prepare war, to prepare for war, right? Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. So all you armies, draw near. Let them come up, right? Beat your plowshares into swords. So pretty much all your farming tools into a weapon, and your pruning hooks into spears. Same thing. A pruning hook is a let's look up those real quick just to clarify. All right. So this is your plowshares. What is a plowshare? Plowshare. A hoe. A hoe or other digging implement, right? So pretty much this is something that you use to dig, right? Again, farming instrument. Let's go into pruning hooks, all right? Pruning hooks. What is a pruning hook? A pruning knife. Let me look it up in Google right here. So this is a pruning hook is a gardening and agricultural tool used for cutting and trimming branches, vines, or small trees. It typically consists of a curved blade attached to a long handle. So pretty much the Mosai is saying, yo, get your all your farming tools, turn them into swords and into spears, because you're gonna need that for what's coming, right? Now, verse let me read verse 10 again. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, right? And we know Poland was a weak nation because their army, right, is only 200,000 men. When you got Russia with, let's see how much. Let's see how much that is. All right. So the Russian armed forces are the world's fifth largest military force, with about 1 million active duty personnel and close to 2 million reservists. So pretty much Russia have over 1 million men, while Poland has only 200,000, right? So their army is weak, not strong. So they have to get that European alliance to come together so they can be a force to go up against Russia, right? And the reason why they're doing this is because Babylon, which is America, that great whore, they're not, they're threatening that they're not going to support them if they go to war with Russia, right? Because he's pretty much crying peace, right? He's saying, I'm not going to defend you if you go to war with Russia. Zelensky need to settle. Let's do a peace agreement, right? But they don't want to give nothing away. They don't want to. There's no compromise, right? Anyway, let's get back into these precepts. Verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come up, all ye heathen. Again, speaking to all the other nations, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down. So call all your strong men, all the armies to come down. Where? It's going to tell you now. It says, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of decision, right? So the valley of Yahweh's decision. So this is where the Mosai is going to judge you people, right? This is why it's called the valley of Jehoshaphat, right? It says, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. So this is where your judgment begins, right? So this war that's going to happen, this is going to be your judgment, right? Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And we know the sickle is also a farming tool that you use to reap, right? And the harvest is pretty much speaking about all you wicked heathen nations, right? Your time is up, right? Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great, right? So their sins have reached the heavens, man, and the Most High is tired of your nonsense. So right now, judgment is about to hit. Right, verse 14. It says, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, which is the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yeah. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. Right. So right now, everything is brewing up. You know, Russia is tripping out. Ukraine still tripping. Poland is gathering their armies. You know, you got all the 27 or 32 European Union countries are coming together, planning to increase military spending so they can have more, I guess, military might to go up against the bear, which is Russia, right? Verse 15, it says, the sun and the moon shall be darkened and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And this is going to happen because after these nuclear missiles hit during this, you know what I'm saying, third woe, which is World War III, after these hit, you know, there's going to be mushrooms clouds. There's going to be clouds of smoke going up, which is going to block out the sun, the moon, and the stars, right? Verse 16, the Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. So this is speaking about the people, right? The children of Israel, the prophets are going to be speaking, right? And utter his voice from Jerusalem. So this noise that you're going to be hearing, this roar, is going to be coming from the prophets, right? And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. So it says here, his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Now, where does this say the entire world? This does not say the entire world, right? This is saying only the children of Israel, right? His people, right? Joel 3:16. All right, let me continue reading. Last verse in Joel. It says, so shall he know that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her anymore. So when it says strangers pass through anymore, it means that no one else, no other army, no other nation is going to come and take them captives ever again. It's not going to happen. It's done. After this war, it's done. Let me grab Revelation 11 and 14, right? Because this is what this is leading up to. World War III. It says the second woe is past, which is World War II. And behold, the third woe is coming, right? Yeah, let me read that again. Let me read that again. So this is Revelation 11 and 14. It says the second woe is past, which is World War II. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And this third woe is going to be World War III, right? And let me see. Yeah, World War III. All right. Let me grab Isaiah 9 and 5. All right. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? Now, let me just give you a illustration or a video of what this looks like and sound like. It says, for every battle of the warrior, which is every battle of these armies, is with confused noise, because back in the day, they used to fight with swords and they used to be like, making a bunch of noise while they were attacking. And garments rolled in blood, because it used to be a close-up type of battle where they would be like stabbing each other, cutting each other, chopping off arms, chopping off heads. This is how they used to fight back in the day. And it says, but this war, this World War III that's coming, it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? Now, let me play a video just to show you what it's going to sound like, what it used to sound like, right? So this is what it used to sound like. Not that one, this one. This is what it used to sound like.
In shock combat.
Garments rolled in blood, noise. Yeah, man. So like you see, noise, garments rolled in blood, right? You can see it. So this is what the Bible was speaking about in Isaiah 9 and 5. Let me read that again. It says, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise," which we just saw that, "and garments rolled in blood," which we just saw that. "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire," right? So this war that's coming is going to be burned. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight that's going to be burning with fuel and with fire, right? This is what's going to happen, right? All right. Now let's go to Second Ezra's. I want to get 16. All right. So Second Ezra 16. It says 16 and 16. It says, "Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards." So this prophecy, the Most High is telling you, well, Ezra got this message from the Most High, and it's telling you that, like as an arrow which is shot off a mighty archer returneth not backwards. So when an archer fires his arrow, it cannot return, it cannot come back to him. It's not a boomerang, it's not going to come back. These prophecies, they go out, they will fulfill their purpose, they will do what it is they were set forth to do. It says, "Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again." So the plagues, the prophecies, them that were set forth out to pretty much do what it's supposed to do, which is World War III, right? These things has to happen, right? And Ezra is saying in verse 17, "Woe is me, woe is me," and woe pretty much means destruction, right? "Who will deliver me in those days?" Right? Who is going to deliver me in those days? Right? Verse 18, "The burning of the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death," because there's going to be a huge famine, man, when these things happen, right? When this war kick off in the Middle East or in the Valley of Yehoshaphat, there's going to be a famine. We know that there's going to be great death, right? The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, right? So all you leaders all across the world, Russia, Poland, Zelensky, America, all of you people, you're going to stand in fear, right? The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? What shall you do when these evils shall come? There's nothing you can do if you're not of the elect. You have to just sit back, face your judgment and your punishment. That is it, right? I think I have one more. Let me grab that real quick. One sec. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. It says, "Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment." So these things that are coming, it's coming for punishment, to cause tribulation, anguish, because you people's sins have reached the heavens, right? It says, "But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." Well, this is going to into something else, but pretty much the message is already there. Poland is gathering all the men in Poland, recruiting them, putting them into the war to go fight with Russia. That's what's going on right now. The EU nation, the 32 of them, they're coming together with all military might to build a stronger European army, because the war is threatening that they will not defend them if a war kicks off between Russia and them, right? But anyway, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and all the teachers of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the elect men who's pushing this word. Shalom.